invite me to put them together on one of the dumplings. Isn't he so cute? Well, I love the colors that I made on him. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It is August and the last time that I recorded was in like February. That is crazy. But nonetheless, we have a lot planned for this video. I am so excited. I have so many patterns that I have saved on my Instagram that I want to do for this fall, this video especially, and just to get myself back into crocheting a bunch of stuff. I have so much yarn. I have like maybe 2 or 3 trash bags full of yarn plus a like tub container like you would put Christmas decorations in, just of yarn. Let's get into the video and figure out what we are going to crochet for our fall market that we want to do later. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I want to do for this fall or just even for myself. And the first thing we want to do, of course, is Coraline. I want to do the Coraline doll as well as the squid plushie that she has. It is so cute. So maybe I want to make one as a keychain, and I also want to make one as a plushie. Maybe the plushie would be for myself, but we will see. I want to do some Nightmare Before Christmas plushies. So obviously what's going to be Oogie Boogie, Jack Skellington, Sally. I have some really cute patterns for them on my Instagram. I forgot to say, for my Coraline plushie, it's only in Spanish, but someone did translate it in English in the comments. The only thing is that the translation's a little bit iffy. It has only like some rows in it. A lot of the other rows are missing. So we're gonna try to figure out how to do the raincoat ourselves, which I've done before for past plushies, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem for that. I also want to do a type of like mystery dumpling plushie because those have been very popular lately, and I think it'll be so cute to do a type of like monochromatic style of dumplings and then do a rainbow style dumpling as like the rare one, and especially do the baskets crocheted. I think that's going to be so cute. Like when I tell you I have so many things that I want to do, it is a lot, but in a good way. My energy is just for crocheting recently, so I want to get all of these done hopefully in this video, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have one that's gonna be like a part 2 for this video. So let's start crocheting and get into the video. I just came back from shopping at Michael's, and I want to do a kind of like mystery dumpling type of plushie for my vendor, or for the market that I want to do. And I wanted to do kind of a fuzzy, I wanted to do a fuzzy yarn for it, but I couldn't find one at Michael's. There probably is one at Hobby Lobby, but maybe I'll do that next for another market. I want to see how well they do with the acrylic yarn first, and then I can buy more yarn and do a fuzzy version. I did have this type of brown. I think I'm going to use that for the little box or like basket that it comes in. And then at Michael's, I got a kind of rainbow style yarn, and it changes colors pretty fast, so I think that'll be a good one, because I thought I was just gonna have to use acrylic yarn and then just color change with the yarn that I have, but I just don't want to do that. I don't want to have to consistently change the colors, and I want them kind of all to be blended in with the colors and kind of almost look similar. I don't want them to have more of one color than the other, and I think just this will be good. And I was gonna get 2, but I think 1 will be good for right now, because obviously I think I'm not gonna have a bunch of the rainbow ones. That's gonna be the rare kind, and then I'll have different of like just monochromatic dumplings. So we're gonna start on the dumplings today, and then maybe some Snoopy if I have time. I think these will whip up pretty fast, so we can do more of some keychains. I have a lot from my past video that I've never sold. I have like the Studio Ghibli keychains, and I want to add just more products of keychains, more of like different style products. I want keychains, plushies, and hats. So maybe like every day that I film for this, there can be different products, right? So let's go and do this. next day. I was doing the dumplings last night and I was trying to follow a pattern, but the pattern was for like fuzzy, fluffy yarn. And I do want to do fluffy yarn for a dumpling sometime, but I wanted to try to do acrylic. And it was just turning out too small. And then I did double crochets for the pattern. That was too big. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make my own pattern. Cause y'all, it turned out so cute. Let me show you really quick. So this is like the steam basket and it's so cute. I put a little handle on it. If I have it more, you know, put on correctly, it'll be not as like topsy-turvy, but you can see that it covers the whole dumpling. And the best part is that I was afraid that maybe because it's acrylic yarn, you would be able to see kind of like what dumpling you got, but it covers it all pretty well. So this, I actually don't even know which one I picked out or like picked from the ones that I made. So here's the little basket, and then when you open it, I made a purple one, pink one, rainbow one. I'm about to make a blue one. And then I'm making a packaging on my Canva that I feel like whenever I sell these at a market, it will go under, like I'll have a construction paper or something that goes under the handle and around the bottom of it too. And then the actual label will go over it as well. So you'll have like a paper, so you'll have a paper that kind of makes it to where people can't open it, and then you have on top the label that shows what you could get from like the colored dumplings. I also forgot to tell you guys that whenever I was getting stuff yesterday, like the rainbow acrylic yarn, I went to Five Below and I was looking for like dumplings because my daughter wanted some dumplings, and I saw a cardboard box display in the back, like where the cashier was, and I was like, hey, like, do you guys use that, or do you guys need that display for anything? Are you gonna throw it away? And they were like, yeah, like, do you want it? And I was like, yes, because I was gonna do a video doing like cardboard stuff for my vendor like event, like, so like I was gonna do a video where I was gonna actually make a bunch of stuff for my like display and table out of cardboard. And then I saw that one there and I don't have to make it, so I'm gonna show you. Ta-da! Isn't it so cute? So I think maybe I can paint the cardboard box. So I'm probably gonna do that, maybe pink or something just more decorative that fits my color scheme of my business. So I'm excited to fill this one up. So I'm definitely gonna go back to that Five Below and just keep on asking for the displays, because I would love to make it myself, but I feel like it looks better. I don't think it looks as like scrappy. It would look like a cute scrappy, but I'd rather have more time to do my crochet stuff than to be making things for my crochet stuff to be on. Like I said, it's the next day, next morning. We're gonna go work out. We're gonna also edit videos for crocheting. I also have something I wanna do for my new Etsy, like promoting that stuff, and then make more crochet items. So let's get into it. Saturday now. We have finished our first set of dumplings. I want to make at least like 3 sets. That means like 3 of each color that I have for my dumplings. So I have a blue one, yellow, red, pink, purple, and the rainbow one. So I have 5 of the baskets done. I have my little blue one that I made last night, and I didn't make a basket yet because I didn't want to get burned out from making a bunch of all these steam bun baskets. So I made a Nightmare Before Christmas plushie, and he is so cute. I'll put all of the patterns that I use in this video in the description box, but I made Oogie Boogie, so let me go get him really quick. He is so cute. I don't think they had stitching on the pattern, but I added some. So I added some on the sides, 2 X's, I think. Yeah, and then I have one right here. He is so cute, and I made him like squishy more than firm because I like my plushies kind of firm, but I think because he's like a burlap sack type of character that he should be a little bit squishy. And plus also I'm like running out of stuffing, so I'm gonna have to get stuffing. I was just a Hobby Lobby because I thought I had another bag of stuffing and I don't. So I mean, that's kind of good because that means that I can do more like bucket hat patterns and stuff, so I could have more of a variety of products for a market. So maybe after I finish all of my stuffing, then we can move on to bucket hats. But I only have like a little bit of stuffing left, so I don't know if I want to keep on making more dumplings or if I want to do one more like plushie. We'll see. I brought it up in the beginning of the video about how I made a jester for a tattoo like swap. So I'll show you my little jester that I made. He is so cute. He is so cute. I love him. He's so adorable. I love the colors that I made on him. It's like super fall, especially like the red. There's like 2 red colors that I get from Hobby Lobby, but this is like the darker red, which is my favorite. And then we have this kind of like dark yellow, and then I thought like a really dark green would look good for his little necklace type of piece. I have so much yarn. Maybe I can use this pattern to make mini ones, and I made one. I made it in black and pink, and let me show you it. He's so cute. So I still need to do outlines on his little headpiece. So that's gonna be black. And then he also needs to have a little neck piece too. Maybe this one can be white. And I think white would be a good neck piece for him. I'm so excited for this market, guys. Like, Halloween is my favorite holiday, and all of these things that I'm making is like something that I would want. Like, if I was walking down a market and I saw like, I feel like they're more like unique than what you would regularly see, because you see a lot of like constant things that crocheters make at a market, and I'm trying to be a little bit more out there with my like projects and stuff, and I feel like these are like the perfect patterns for my next vendor event. So I think what else we have to do today? Oh yeah, so I did make a PDF thing for the steam bun, I think I mentioned. So today we're gonna go and print those out and test them and see how they work with the steam bun baskets. I'm gonna edit a little bit more for my Etsy and my TikTok because we need to get those out. Maybe a little bit more of crocheting today. So let's start our day off. It is about to be 11 p.m. but I wanted to show you guys the PDF or the template that we made for our dumplings, and they turned out so cute. So let me show you guys that. So here's what the packaging would look like for the dumplings. This will be on top and this will be on bottom, so you'll have 2 different parts to the packaging, and they turned out so cute. I can't wait to put them together on one of the dumplings and make it super neat with cutting. That's the only thing I have a problem with, is making sure my scissors are actually able to cut them, but we'll do that tomorrow morning. And then tonight what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Sally plushie because we already did Oogie Boogie, and I want to do at least more characters with Nightmare Before Christmas. And I have like the exact same color I think that they use for Sally's skin color, and I've got some things that could be the same color for her dress. gotten done like so much this week. I'm very surprised. Usually I kind of like burn out after like 1 or 2 plushies, but I've been like on a roll every day. All I can think about is making plushies. So let's recap all the things we made so far. We made our Oogie Boogie and our Sally, and they turned out so cute. They actually fit, like they're different patterns from different people, but they actually turned out pretty like good in size. And the same person that has this as their pattern, they also have a Jack Skellington one, so we'll do that pattern to match with like the height and everything. So I'm very excited to see like this trio, and maybe I have a 0 pattern like I put a long time ago in my save stuff on Instagram, so maybe we'll make a 0 plushie too. But next, I watched Spider-Man A Brand New Day, and it was really good, and I had a friend that wanted me to make her a Spider-Man hanging down from a web, so I made her one, and it turned out so cute. Isn't he so cute? Actually was kind of like skeptical, thinking that it was gonna take forever, but since I've been like super into crocheting, it took me maybe like an hour to make it. I liked how I did the mask and everything. I think it turned out really good. I was scared on that, thinking that that was gonna be super intricate, but it was just like a bunch of circles and then just lines around the mask. I think the only thing that's going to take a little bit of time is the eyes of like cutting out the felt and everything, but I think once I get into that mode of constantly making it, it'll get easier. So and the web is so cute. So I'm gonna have a bunch of these, and after this one, I like went into factory mode, or I don't know what y'all call it, assembly line mode, factory mode, and I made like a bunch of them. I went back to back, did the head, the body, the arms. I didn't do the webs yet, but then I embroidered the mask on all of. We have 4 kind of like already made Spider-Man, and I'm gonna try to at least get maybe like 8 of them, just because the longest thing to make, which is fine, like it's tedious. The longest thing to make is the arms. I needed to make 16 arms just to get these 4 done. So I think maybe 3 next time when I do it like in assembly line mode, we'll do 3 more, because one of them, this one's gonna go to my friend. So I only have 4 in total. So actually we'll do maybe 4 again, just to have like an even number of like Spider-Man. I started to do bucket hats, and for some reason I suck at bucket hats. Maybe it's just like I'm not using the right yarn, which to be fair I did use like a thicker yarn, so whenever I made a bucket hat it was way too big. And then I tried doing a granny square bucket hat with like skulls, and I saw a really easy like purse to make, or a bag to make. It turned out so cute. I want to make so many more purses. I never thought that I would do bags, but here I am making a bunch of bags. This is the bag that I frogged from the big bucket hat. Isn't it so pretty? It was like a yarn that had multiple colors on it. It is so cute. I think I'm gonna do something where I get the rest of the yarn that I have and make like a bow to put on it, so you can have the bow on it in the front as like decoration, or you can also use that bow to tie the 2 sides of the purse in place. The one that I made was a purple one, and this is the size it's supposed to be, so that one was just a really big thick yarn, so that's why it turned out big. But this is the size that it's supposed to be, and we made a lot, and we are still going. I have so much yarn. I think I'm gonna pan over how much yarn I have, because you guys don't understand. I was given trash bags amount of yarn. We go to storage, and I think we're gonna make like maybe 2 more purses today, just so I have like a good amount, and then we'll go back to plushies. This is part of the yarn that was given to me, and it is a really cute, soft, like pastel blue yarn with different colors of blue, or different shades of blue. And I think this one will be a really cute bag. I think it's gonna be the same size as the big one that I made, so, which is fine. I'm actually really excited to use this yarn. I don't think I've ever used this type of yarn before, so let's go and do that. wow, look how many purses I have made. Isn't that crazy? I think my favorite one is gonna be the first one that I made because it has such a cute color pattern on it. I love the blues and the browns. Like that's been my color scheme lately, is constantly doing like blues and browns in my outfit. What I decided to do instead of putting like keychains on every bag is that I put like a little bow design type of thing on the like one of the sides of the straps. And then what people can do is if they want to, they can undo the string or like the bow, and then they can use that string to tie right here if it's too much stuff and they need to tie it. And on every strap, I slip stitched it, so that way whenever they put stuff in it, it doesn't like drag down. Because right now, if I do that, it kind of goes down, but before it would go all the way down to like my hip. Is so cute. It's like a mermaid purse. This was the one where I was first trying to figure out what to do as like the charm or how to close the bag. And whenever I put the little bow right here, it was bringing down this side of the purse and I didn't like that. So what I decided to do is just put it on the side and it looks so cute. I have the yarn for this one in a different color, so I'm gonna do another one of this one later. I did 2 colors of pink. We have like a bubblegum and cotton candy pink, and then we did like a basic purple one, and I love purple. I think it's such a cute, like simple kind of pastel purple. This is what we made for like right now, but we're gonna make, I want to make at least maybe like 20 bags. That's the goal. Before my market, I want to make at least 20 bags to have at my booth. After that, we went on a factory mode for our Coraline dolls, and I am obsessed. I am obsessed with these because they also turned out so cute. Even though they had only a Spanish pattern, we kind of like tweaked the raincoat, and this is how they turned out. Look how cute they are. So these two had one of the type of color blue that I had is more of like a turquoise, dark turquoise blue, but that was like one of the first ones that I did, and then I didn't have enough of that one, so then we started going to like the royal blue, and these, I love them. As you can tell, this one has the black and white kind of like leggings. It took, honestly, that part took way too long and I didn't want to do it, so on these two I just did like a navy blue as her leggings, and I think it still turned out really cute. I'm probably gonna make one for myself too, I'm not gonna lie. And then what else can we do for Coraline is do the little squid plushie. So I'm gonna show you the little keychains that we made. Here is the cute keychain. And you know what the best part is too, is that if someone bought one of the Coraline plushies, they could get a little keychain with it. And I bet you if you took the raincoat off, it will probably like fit over her arm. But I think I'm gonna make maybe like 15 of these, because these also were very easy to finish and make. And then I just hot glued the little pink button, and I'm glad I got those pink buttons because I was thinking of painting buttons that I already had that were just white, and I think that would just take way too long. So I think we're gonna stop the video here, but this is definitely gonna be a like part 2 video. There's gonna be a part 2 after this one because I have so much more that I want to do, especially with the plushies. We want to do a lot of pumpkin style plushies, more Snoopy plushies with more Halloween stuff, like with him holding Halloween stuff. But I think this was a very like productive video, very productive. I don't think I've made this much in like a year, and I've only made this in like 2 or 3 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.